Welcome, ladies. It's really a pleasure to be here with you, and welcome and thank you to take the time in your to take the time in your life for yourself, and you will experiment something really new. Thanks to Sonja, who is personal confident. I will introduce myself. I'm Florence Gluch. I'm a coach and a mentor in France. I live in Normandy, and I help women who are leaders, executive, or entrepreneurs to be themselves and to develop their business thanks to their specificity. And what I see in the coaching is that often ladies don't allow themselves to be themselves, and they shrink themselves, and they don't open to all their skills due to limitation. And for about 20 years, I've explored the intersection between the business, the leadership, the spirituality, and what I've discovered is that we don't have to shrink ourselves. We have all to open, to take our proper place with what we came here for. And thanks to this specificity, we can impact the world thanks to who we are. And I asked Sonja to join this experience, and I've myself explore what you will help us to operate, Sonja, and it has been transforming, and that was the reason why I create the sister spiral. So thank you, Sonja, for this experiment for me. And the sister spiral want to be a place where ladies can be themselves. And I created this place because in France, I didn't found a place where ladies can be themselves with all what they are. The businesswoman, the boss, the spiritual lady. We can, in France, we have all networking, or for business, or spiritual retreats, but there is no mix. And I wanted a place for lady to pause, to reconnect to their inner wisdom, and to help thanks to sorority. So that's the sister spiral. And I'm delighted that Sonja supports me thanks to this beta meeting, since it's the first meeting. And I'm sure you will really enjoy what Sonja will guide you or read you. So this space is a place I have to open to ladies. This place is a place to reconnect to yourself, to remember who you truly are, and to explore new possibilities. For technical points, for French people, you can open the subtitle. You can click on CC to have the subtitle. So you can. So it's easier. You can mute your phone during Sonja speaking, and you will be able to unmute when it is necessary. Feel free to use the chat to tell us your question, or to say whatever you need, and just be present, gentle with yourself, and you will have a wonderful moment. Sonja, you are personal confident, and you help leaders in Perth. You're a member of Women Entrepreneurs Inspire. So I'll let you introduce yourself and The place is yours. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you so much for this introduction, Florence. And what a way we met. Oh my gosh. We were on another platform and I went, oh, you're doing similar things as me, and you're in France. And so we had a Zoom call and she was so interested in what I was doing through my LinkedIn page with We Inspire. And she says, I'm wanting to do something, So at any rate, that's how it all started. And so this is a space that she's creating the Sister Spiral in. And so congratulations in inspiring women in France and wherever else they may come from, Florence. It's been wonderful. Okay, so for myself, as most of you might know, I am a personal confidant and a spiritual mentor. And I understand my role in this lifetime is very focused in guiding particularly women entrepreneurs to create businesses that feel so aligned with themselves and give them the most joy and fulfillment. So over the years, I've noticed that many women carry these invisible restrictions and they have a big impact on their experiences in life. And by the way, men don't have these invisible restrictions, or they don't let you know that they have them. So that invisible restrictions that I've found just working with people has really puzzled me. Why has this been? So today I'm going to be demonstrating with just one participant how I approach and deal with these invisible restrictions in quite a unique way. So what I'm finding, and you probably all know, women are awakening in greater numbers and they are being propelled forward at this time in history to go beyond their current limits, to access and open up more their gifts and their talents, and really become an inspiration both first for themselves and then for other women. Many of these invisible restrictions we carry were never consciously chosen for women. Some were inherited through families, culture, education, even very painful life experiences. And others were passed down through generations of women who actually learned that staying small, staying quiet, or putting everyone else first was the safest way to live. So just know and understand we are truly living in a very profound time, and we're all transitioning, not only in our personal lives, but it's happening right across the world. And that's what this connection with Florence was about, to say we're not only here in our little town and where we live, but it's happening everywhere. And many of us are being called to let go of old ways of thinking, feeling, living, so we can step into this new chapter with greater awareness, authenticity, and purpose. So over time and actual centuries, women have accumulated a lot of unconscious limiting thoughts and patterns. So I'm sure some of you will understand some of these examples. One is, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, that person can do that, but not me. And or they say, oh, I feel and carry this guilt and I don't know where it comes from, or shame. I can't explain it and I can't let it go either. And other women find that they work really hard, but it seems to be never enough. And and others talk about, look, I know I'm not really heard or valued. I'm just like seen as doing that, but I'm sure I could do more. So for today, the approach I'm going to take with you is the fastest way I've found over all the years of working in personal transformation. So individuals can feel very different very quickly after I run this clearing processes, especially for women. It's almost like a magical experience for some, and I find that fascinating. So this what I'm going to do with you is not about fixing anything. It's just simply an opportunity to become aware of perhaps an invisible pattern that may no longer serve you or help you experience a different perspective. So we're going to do this together and through a very powerful clearing process. And one of the gifts I feel that with gathering as women is that we create a beautiful collective space when we meet, where our awareness expands. And as each person opens up a new insight, it often encourages others to recognize their own invisible restrictions with so much greater clarity. So what I'd like to do is ask for anyone who'd like to be a volunteer for this unique experience to please raise your hand. And I'm going to ask Florence, could you choose one participant and unmute their microphone, please? Oops, Florence, you're on mute.
I saw that. So to raise hands, you have two possibilities. Or you put you raise like that, and I have to check. Or you put. It will be easier if you put raise the hand in the circle with the 3 points. You can have raise your hand. So I can see. So Tamara.
Is Tamara? She's got her hand up.
Thank you. I see local admin. I don't see your number, your name. That's for now. Maybe we can start with Tamara, and ladies, if you can put your hand on with a Zoom tool, it will be easier.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Tamara. So thanks for volunteering. And could I ask you, Tamara, to choose any number between 1 and 158 and just intuitively connect and say the number that just pops into your head. You see, you don't need to know why. Just give me a number, please.
67.
67. Thanks, Tamara.
Hey,
so each number in the clearing catalogue that I have represents an invisible restriction. And so what we're going to do with this restriction, hang on a moment, I'm just going to have to drink some water. I'm drying out here.
And we can also do the same to get your breath.
Yes, yes. So this invisible restriction that many women unknowingly carry behind every number that I just called out between 1 and 158 is a unique clearing process. And this helps release a different unconscious pattern, and it creates a space for much greater freedom, clarity, and self-awareness. So as I guide you through this process, Tamara, I simply invite you all to listen with an open mind and notice whatever arises for you. Now, halfway through this clearing, I'm going to ask a question. And when I do, just realize you can type your answer in the question. There's no right or wrong responses. It's just your own experience in that moment of answering the question. So at the end of the those reflections there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into what I call the abstract imagination space. So we'll have that space in the middle where there's a question asked, and Tamara will answer with what her answer is in that space, and I invite the rest of you just to write in the chat. So this space is called the abstract imagination space, and it's a place where your mind becomes quiet and a new awareness can emerge. So you may notice perhaps a feeling or a tingling sensation in your body, or you see an image. Perhaps there's a color or multiple colors appearing. It could be a symbol. You may receive a very clear insight or hear your internal voice speaking to you. That surprises a lot of people. or simply feel there's been a shift in perspective. Whatever arises is absolutely perfect. So I will set a clock timer at the end, and when this little bell rings, we'll come back together and eyes will be open. And after that, I'd love to hear what you experienced, Tamara, and you can share, the rest of you, your reflections in the chat. And if we've got time, you can raise your hand and Florence will invite you at that stage to unmute so you can share with the group. So often, it's through
Sonja,
hearing.
may I ask a question?
Yes, I was just going to say that. Yes.
I think it's also interesting for other ladies to listen and live also the experiments by the same time.
Yes, definitely. It's all for everybody, but there's one, Tamara will be the one I'll be directing the question to. Is that okay? Goody. Lovely, thank you. Okay, so the number was 67. So I'm just going to pull that up in my file here. One moment. So I'd like you all to just close your eyes now and take a couple of nice deep breaths in and out. And I'm going to direct the question to Tamara. So Tamara, tell me about a time, this is what this clearing is about. Tell me about a time that you know is when we're dragged to the bottom. So I'm going to read out the clearing. Pulled to the bottom by a powerful current, others having to come along for the ride. Feeling lost and alone. The raw awareness required to try and define how difficult the bottom is. All progress is forgotten when the race to the bottom is achieved. Expecting more to be done before reaching the bottom. Making my bottom experience open for everyone to see. Wandering through life, trying to desperately get off the bottom. How did I get here? The magnetic forces of destroying my life till the bottom is reached. Scared of the bottom powering my actions now. The fine balance between actions of creation and destruction. Lonely at the top and lonelier at the bottom. Experiencing many ways in and no way out. So Tamara, just listen to this question and just focus on this. When have you been dragged to the bottom? And you don't have to go in deep or anything, but just could glance over that question that was just asked.
Yeah, hi, Sonja, and hi, everybody. It's great to be here. Thanks for the opportunity, Sonja, to run this. I think recently in my life, I have been working very, very hard and very consistently as a quantum healing practitioner, and I got very, very badly burnt out. And now I've taken 4 months out of my practice, closed my practice down for 4 months while I recuperate and reinvent myself. So I have pushed myself so hard that I've actually reached the bottom of my capacity, completely tanked out. And what I realise is that in not being completely true and honouring myself, that I have allowed myself to become run over by what I do. So this is really important. What's happening? This process right now is really acute and in my face, and exactly a reflection of where I am right now.
Wow, thank you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to complete this clearing for you, Tamara, and anybody else that has some knowing about this in their own life or past life times. Yeah, just listen in and we'll clear.
Can I just add another little bit, Sonja, to this?
Yes.
This is a pattern that I've seen in my family. My mum did this. She had a breakdown from working too hard in her life. her mum did. So this is a genetic pattern and a familial pattern that's running through that female line of having to do more and more and more and more and more without realising that actually doing less is better, more achievable, and still gets you to exactly the same place in life.
Wow. Isn't that a great understanding? Sometimes when you hit the bottom and you go, is it just me? Or is it, who else? And then you have the realization this is a pattern. And that's what's important to understand. It's a pattern, it's limiting, it's been going on for a long time. But this is a time when all this can change, where these invisible restrictions can make themselves known. And through this process, you can experience a shift in your perspective. Okay. Let me finish it, and then we'll go into 2 minutes of silence. So, coordination of circular references, seeing across the arc of your life, embodying every aspect of your life, embodying every aspect of a circle, seeing the circumference of your life, seeing the arc of another's circle intersect yours, allowing thoughts to cycle and be recycled, allowing focus to cycle and recycle, allowing your situation to cycle and recycle, allowing emotional depth to cycle and recycle, allowing what's not broken to cycle and recycle, allowing your journey to cycle and recycle. My acknowledgement of being dragged to the bottom means I am now freer than before, and I am freer from when before was before. So I'm going to put my timer on for 2 minutes. Just all close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just remember whatever comes to you, it comes to you as your message. When you're ready, make your way back into the room and eyes open. So, Tamara, what happened?
That was really big for me. So again, that whole female lineage pattern came up, especially the circular nature of that pattern, and that pattern is no longer required, no longer serves me, and that it is time to reclaim myself in all dimensions across all time, my physical self, my spiritual self, my financial self, all of the places and spaces that I have remained small now need to be opened and to step fully into who I am, what I have, what I can offer, and be true to my heart.
Oh, wow. That's amazing, Tamara. Thank you. Beautiful. Is there anybody else that would like to put your hand up and unmute? And quite happy for anybody else that would like to speak or write in the chat if you've got anything. Please do. Oh,
Holly, you want to share what you get? You can unmute or you can write in the chat.
Yes, I just have actually I have a question for Tamara. I wanted to ask you because you're talking a lot about the patterns in your family, in between the women. Is there a specific age at which the breakdown happened in between all
in my family?
Yes.
For my mum, it was in her late 50s.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure about her mum. I just know that she did have a similar situation happen.
Okay.
And for me, I'm 65. So that's just happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Holly, how about you?
Holly, you wanted to share?
Yeah, thank you, Tamara, for sharing. It's really powerful. That something so relevant to me as well. I think in that sharing, it just made me realize that that one of my key drivers is being of service to others and at the expense of service to myself. So it's very similar in your sharing. So thank you, because it's powerful to see ourselves in others. And also the I guess the amount of courage it takes to step out of that to, I guess the eagle came to me, that like my sea eagle, to learn to lift up, and when am I going to be able to fly? So, out of that, what holds me small to expand to my true self. So thank you.
It's beautiful. Wow, that's amazing. You can see correlation. Women have similar experiences, and it's only when we get together and understand that these are the invisible restrictions we have, and we don't know why we're restricted until, in this case, with this particular clearing, you go to the bottom and you think, oh my gosh, how did I get here and why? And so thank you, ladies. That was great. Yes.
Sorry, just local admin
sorry, I'm Lisa Haley, and I'm sorry, this is my work laptop, so it's coming in as local admin. So I just wanted to say, obviously, I know Sonja, I've met Florence, but Tamara, I think you're so brave. Thank you for sharing your journey with us so far, because I think a lot of us can resonate with what you're saying. I think most people that are in a healing situation, we give and give so much, and we're up the top of the ice cream cone for so long saying, I've got this, I can do this, I can do this. And then all of a sudden we're down the bottom of the ice cream cone. And I love that you've shared it, because I think it's so important that we do this without shame, because you're obviously such a giver. And I think it's lovely that we've got this opportunity to share for women, so thanks, ladies, Sonja and Florence, because I think this is so important that we all help each other to heal. It's just such a great opportunity. So I just want to say thank you. And I'm Lisa Haley, not local admin, but I will change that for next time. It's my work laptop. But thanks, ladies. And that was lovely, Sonja. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. So how are we going for time?
I think maybe we can we do a second turn?
Yes, that's fine. We might go a little bit over time, but that's going to work as well. Yeah.
Well, you choose.
Yeah, okay. We'll do another. Hand up.
Yes.
Who's going to?
Clemence.
Yes.
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 Sorry, ladies, for my English. It's been a lot of time that I haven't speaking English. A thought that I wanted to share with you, and maybe it resonates with you also. I think I'm maybe younger than all of you. I'm 35, and I the same than you. I gave a lot for to show up for my studies, for my professional life, for my personal life, for my boyfriends and so on, for my family, my friends. And at 35, actually, I can see that I have a strong need for security that I didn't see before because I was like very young and I feel that I didn't have the need for security or whatever. Everything I can take some risk and it will be okay. But now during the past few years, I feel that I need lot of security all around my life, and so I think it is why I am currently right deep is because the past few years I gave a lot and I didn't tell anything and I was just thankful for everything and just because I wanted to be secure. Whereas before when I was younger I was more free. I was more free in my words, in my action, in everything. But it's been like I would say like 5 years that I just don't tell anything because I want to feel secure and from the outside also. I really need to be secure from the outside and no more from the inside. I don't know if it resonates with you, ladies.
Has anybody got anything to say, Florence?
For me, it's I went through that, and I see that when I for the ladies who that I coach, so it's quite often Clemence that ladies give so much, and with and the reason why one reason why they give so much it's because there is a lack of inner safety, inner security, and also because of the root cause is that we believe that we have to do these things to get recognition, to get viewed, to get loved. And once we give ourselves love, once we put away all the restrictions, then we are more safe and we don't look at the outside security. We feel the inner safety. Sorry for my English. Does that resonate, Clémence?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Well, we can take another person who might like to run another technique or clearing. Just put your hand up and Florence will find you if you want to.
I don't see any other end up.
Okay, that's right. Perhaps you'd like to talk about the sister spiral. That would be lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. First, I'd like to thank you, Sonja, for this experiment, because it is a beta test, thanks to you, of the sister spiral. And like I said just before, the sister spiral was, I created it because I didn't find any place where I can be myself with all my sides, being a woman, being a boss, being a wife, being I'm not a mother, but that's also a place where we can be a mother, where we can be also rational, spiritual, and we don't have to share. I want a place where we can just be like we are and open to who we are, and to let this and to have this opportunity to take off the mask of I should be like that. I should be strong. I should be Wonder Woman. I should wear this. And the sister spiral is a place where we can have conversation, a real conversation, saying, I'm fed up with being too strong. I'm fed up with this limitation. I know I see that pattern, but I don't know how to deal it with, or I see that I cannot move. I turn around, but I don't see. And the sister spiral is the intention is to create this space where women can remember that we are much more than what we live, and we can be really who we are, to give our specificity to the world. And thanks to our specificity, to first, the more we are connected to who we really are, the less energy we lose, and the more we are aligned with what we are supposed to do, and things become really clear, real easy, because we are connected to our inner wisdom. And the sister spiral is also a place for sorority, to go through the transition that life invites us to navigate. So that's a place to reconnect, to remember who we really are, and to explore new possibilities together. And thank you so much for this, for being here for that. And if you want to go deeper, if you are interested, you can. I will give you the link to connect to be part of the sister spiral. You will have a few question to answer, so that we are sure it's a good place for you. And that's I see this place for three axes. One being oneself, second to being oneself and to take our proper place, second to develop our business without burning, without forgetting ourselves, and the third target of sister spiral is to impact the world thanks to all our true specificity. And maybe you have some question. I will put the link in the chat so that you can join. Is the sister spiral clear? And sorry for my English. With my strong French accent.
It's beautiful. Love it. Been great. Yeah.
Yeah, I want it to be really a place where we can free ourselves, and to more and more free ourselves outside the sister spiral also, with more ease, more clarity, with more inner peace. And maybe we can breathe together so that we take put energy outside. Maybe before we breathe together, do you have some question or do you have some feedback about what you experiment together?
I'll just have a final thing I'd like to say, Florence. Thank you once again, because this is a big initiative to take on your own. You just said, I'm doing this, and you got on with it and did it. So congratulations. And it's been wonderful just chatting with you occasionally to see this come about. I'd just like to, before we finish, leave with an invitation. If anyone is interested in connecting with me, there's a QR code, as you can see on behind me. So please do that. And I'd be happy if you visit my website and book a complimentary introductory call. I'm always open to talking to women who want to grow. So thank you.
Clémence, you raise your hand.
Yes, thank you, ladies. Thank you, Florence and Sonja and all the participants. I just wanted to ask a question. Sorry, I have a lot of questions because I take the opportunity that we are several women from all over the world, maybe from different countries. Just for the little story, I know Florence from previous professional experience where we worked together in a consulting company, very formal, etc. And I used to work for other huge company, French one, with a very lot of men. Actually, I don't know if it's the same for you, but actually in France, let's be honest, when you are more in the top, there's more and more men and less women. And the women also are very in their young, spirit, like very fiery, very like you have to be to be quite masculine, I would say, in the way you're speaking, in the way you're standing, and so on. And the space for spirituality is there's actually no space for spirituality, even in the way you're talking, in the way you're acting. Like Florence, I think, and we've see together that there a kind of aura around us. But I think that's a lot of people that hold their spirituality, and I think there's a difference between spirituality, and a strong difference actually in between spirituality and religion. Religion is the intimacy, but being spiritual, being like deeply helpful, deeply like shining, like, or even being vulnerable at sometimes, there's no space for that in French company. Actually, it's what I saw. Is it the same in your country, or is it more open?
What's happening here is more women are going forward to the front, but they find that if they stay in corporations, the clients I have who are leaders in their field, women, and they're finding that they want to leave because they're not heard, but they're being put forward in front of the men. And so many women now we're finding are wanting to create their own unique business and be able to share that and have much more joy rather than feeling the stress of corporate life. That's what I'm finding in my group of people that I'm around. And I love working with them and helping them to realize that goal that they have for themselves, because there's not many people will support people with a very an understanding that they're here for a reason on the planet and they're going to accomplish that as a legacy in their life. So I think it's important to realize we're not just here just to do this and that, but we're very powerful as women. And so the more power we have in ourselves, not outside power. And more truth we speak, the more we will be heard, because it's authentic. And that's claiming your personal power.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And close, I propose to breathe together, if it's okay. Thank you very much, Sonja, for your for this experiment. I don't know how to call it because it's really new. It's brand new. And thank you for your authenticity, and thank you for the volunteers who spoke. And yeah, please join Sonja if you want to go deeper in English. And if you want to go deeper in French, I will I'm delighted to offer you a diagnosis to identify how I can help you to better take your proper place and to develop your life at the level you want to get it. And we will close our eyes, and then I would suggest to put your feet on the floor, not cross, but really. And then you can imagine a star who is coming in your heart, and the star is shining more and more, and you see the light of a star spreading in your breast, in your womb, in your leg, going down up to the ground. And with the magic of a star, you put some roots, some golden roots, which will go deeper and deeper up to the center of the ground, of the earth, of Gaia. And you can breathe inside your heart, a big breath, and you expire, you breath out. And you can ask Gaia, our planet, to take everything that should go out, which not resonates anymore. If you breathe in the heart and breath out. To the ground. Breath in and breath out. Everything which is not needed anymore. Put it in the ground and ask Gaia to transform it into light and love. And then we can breathe in the center of Gaia and pull the energy of Gaia up to your heart. Expire, breath out. And we will take the light of a star, breath in your breast. And you expire, you breath out to the sun. Inspire and breath in the sun. And take the energy of the sun through your crown chakra, down to the third eye, and the light go down up to your throat, down to your heart, going down to the solar plexus, to the sacred chakra, to the root. You breathe out. And you can breathe and take your place within your heart, which is your heart, which is the junction of your rational and your spiritual. being you, unique human you are, and contributing to a better world. And you can allow yourself to put a first step to be more you, to free you from restrictions. You get so far. And you can transform this first step into first action to empower you to be you, to impact the world thanks to your specificity, to your uniqueness, to your wisdom. And finally, you can come back here and now. Thank you so much, ladies. I put in the chat the link if you want to get a free diagnosis, if you go deeper in French, to be more you, to align yourself thanks to your inner wisdom, to your realization. Thanks for being part of this first meeting of the Sister Spiral. Thank you so much, Sonja, for your trust, for your wisdom that you share to your clients, to Australia, and now to France and French West Indies, because there are also ladies from French West Indies. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And may you live today with more clarity, more love for the woman you are and you are becoming.